Alright, hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to talk about something that happened recently regarding the YouTube copyright system, more specifically YouTube Content ID and a scammer. Because as many of you guys may know, I have many times talked about YouTube's copyright system and Content ID systems because I frankly believe that they have their pros and their cons. And today regarding the Content ID system, we're going to be talking about some of the cons. Well, not specifically the cons, but more about the fact that this YouTuber scammer has been sentenced to prison after making $23 million in false royalties. Yeah, in my opinion, this is a pretty crazy story, and I figured I'd cover it, because it really doesn't seem like a lot of other YouTubers are talking about it. But I mean, if they don't right now, then I guess they're going to talk about it some other time, hopefully in the near future, because this is really big. But yeah, apparently it looks like Jose Turan, hopefully I'm saying that right, has been sent to prison for nearly 6 years after he was found guilty of scamming YouTube out of millions in royalties. The scam, which lasted around 5 years, saw $23 million worth of royalties stolen from musicians and companies. Now, as far as I'm aware, they were actually going around and claiming music that they frankly didn't have the rights to. Like, it wasn't their music and they were uploading it to the Content ID system, which is not allowed. And on top of this, I mean, anybody can go and do this. Now, I'm not saying you should do this because this is highly illegal, because you're stealing from innocent people and artists and even YouTube and companies, which is fraud. But like, in my opinion, it's just scary that anybody can go and upload this to the Content ID system using a distributor and just claim the royalties that they don't even own. I mean, here's an example. Someone recently did this to a channel that I like, a music channel specifically, that goes by the name of Resonance Hub. And essentially what happened was a bad actor decided to steal this unprotected music that had not been uploaded to a distributor to protect it, essentially, because my guy Resonance Hub over here wasn't thinking about, oh, somebody could possibly steal my music and my remixes, so that's why he didn't upload it to a distributor, and basically he had his music stolen from him. His channel was terminated due to false copyright strikes, and on top of that, the Content ID system was used, and people like me, content creators, were getting Content ID blames because this bad actor decided to steal the music and they wanted to profit from this music using the Content ID system. So yeah, essentially that's what I think happened. But let's continue on with the article. Turan's scam mostly focused on the Latino market, which eventually saw over 50,000 songs being copyright claimed. During the court hearings, the scam was detailed, including the fact Turan hired 8 employees to search YouTube for unclaimed royalties. Basically what I just told you, where these people will go around looking for music that hasn't been claimed by a distributor and they falsely claim it as their own. Turan's company even partnered with another to create a layered facade, creating a company, MediaMov. They would hunt for songs that hadn't been monetized and used YouTube systems to secure the cash. This abuse of YouTube systems is quite common for people faking DMCAs, but has a secret, nefarious underbelly of people also making money off it. MediaMov would gain access and become the rights holder in YouTube's eyes, and any funds would make their way to them. However, Turan and MediaMov were far more boisterous than their counterparts. Rather than claiming a particular video, they'd go for the throat by claiming 100% of royalties for master recordings and publishing. Now, I'm not exactly sure what that means, like for sure, but I'm pretty sure that just means that they made it so they took 100% of the royalties, essentially claiming that they mastered everything and it was their original music with no splits or anything like that. But feel free to take that with a grain of salt, because I don't know if that's exactly true or not. But still, regardless of that, this is all really scummy. Due to not having access to YouTube's monitoring systems, companies affected by the scam had no idea it was happening. So yeah, you guys are probably wondering, well, how did people find out that these people were scamming? And how did they get arrested? Well, it actually turns out that the company had drawn the attention of the IRS in 2019, which began investigating MediaMov for its income. Like, literally, when it comes down to like payments and stuff like that, if you have suspicious payments on any of your like bank accounts or financial accounts, it could trigger an IRS audit. And then stuff like this happens, basically, where they investigate because they always have their eyes on you. And if unexpected amounts of money start coming into bank accounts that you own from out of thin air, they're gonna investigate it. And yeah, it looks like they did that here. Turan and his crew had set up multiple bank accounts using fake names and other forms of placement, which includes forgery. Again, that's really sketchy stuff and stuff you probably don't want to get into unless you want years in federal prison. Lawyers are now concerned that once released, Turan could become a repeat offender. Days before he was due in court, he set up another bank account to move funds into. So yeah, it also looks like we could possibly have a case of money laundering, since it looks like this guy was trying to move some of the funds over to, you know, a new bank account, which who knows, this could be an overseas bank account that may make it possible for him to save some of the money that he stole. A class action lawsuit was set to take place with a goal to allow artists access to YouTube's systems, surrounding loyalties. However, it was dismissed before making it to court. So yeah, I guess you have it right there. It looks like Medium of and Jose Tehran are going to be spending the next 6 years in prison for their crimes. Now you guys are probably wondering, well, Breone, what is your opinion on this? You think this is a fair sentence? You think justice was served? Well, that's actually the thing. I don't believe that justice was really served, at least not in a good way. I mean, this is a punishment, but I don't know if I would call it a good punishment or even decent, frankly. And the reason why I say that is because I feel that 6 years for stealing $23 million is just like nothing. Like, just think of it this way, alright? You steal $23 million and the feds catch you and they give you 6 years in federal prison. And that's all they really give you. Like, just think about that for a second. Because in a way, that sort of signals to everybody else that you can go around stealing millions of dollars and in return, you have to give 6 years of your life. And then basically after that, you're free. Except for the fact that I'm pretty sure you have a felony. I'm guessing that that would be 1 or 2 felonies, depending on how they charge you. But I mean, I'll be totally honest here. 6 years in federal prison and a few felonies for $23 million and you never have to work a day in your life ever again because you have all that money. Like, dude, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. That is a great deal. And it's sort of like a slap in the face to all the artists that had their music just flat out stolen because this guy is somewhat getting off scot-free because in like 5 or 6 years, he's gonna be out of prison. And if he has that money stored in offshore bank accounts, he's going to have that money available for him when he gets out. Like, that's the big problem I have with this. And frankly, a lot of other people have a problem with this too. Because one, like I said, it sort of signals to other people and other potential criminals that, oh, I can steal millions of dollars and basically get away with it with maybe a few felonies and less than 10 years in prison. And if I launder that money, I can basically save it for when I get out and I have basically won. Now, two, 6 years. Like, I don't think 6 years is gonna like stop this guy from running this illegal business because he's probably to be thinking, well, I'm only gonna get a sentence for like 5 or 6 years so I can just do it again and make some more money. Maybe make more money than the last time. Like, it's honestly just insane to me that this guy would only get 6 years for stealing that amount of money. Like, that is an insane amount of money. And yeah, dude, 6 years in prison. Great. And on top of that, I mean, besides the justice system, I also feel that like YouTube should do something about this. I honestly feel that it is way too easy to exploit the YouTube content and copyright system. And if YouTube doesn't do something about this, like, it's just going to keep happening. People are going to continue to use the DMCA form and falsely strike down creators and abuse the copyright system if nothing is done about this. And we're going to have people like Jose over here just stealing millions of dollars by falsely content IDing people, ripping off musical artists, and it's just going to get worse and worse, and more people are going to do things like this, especially that it's like, you know, the justice system, they are giving out really small sentences for things like this when it's like the amount of money that was involved with this was an absolutely insane amount of money. Like, guys, fix your issues. Stop making it super easy for people to commit these crimes and hurt other people. This goes for YouTube and the justice system, which, the justice system. Don't even get me started with like politics. But I mean, at least YouTube, do something about this. Fix the issues on your platform, and maybe people would actually be happy for once. Stop implementing dumb features that nobody is going to even use, and stop taking away features that people do use, like the dislike button, and just solve the issues. It's not that hard. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I think I'm gonna wrap it up right there. If you happen to enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button so this video will get promoted more in the algorithm so more people can see it. If you happen to be new to the channel and you like this video, make sure you subscribe so you won't miss out on any new content that I make. And if you had any questions, comments, concerns, or opinions about this topic or anything else, make sure you leave a comment on the comment section down below. But yeah, besides that, my name is Breone, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.